So here's how this is going to work. Here's your first video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a quick little explanation and demonstration of each exercise. I'm kind of giving you your instructions and your cues. And then what I'll have you do is hit pause on the video while you do about 12 to 15 reps of that exercise. When you finish those reps, hit play and we'll move on to the next exercise. So it's not going to be like a 30-minute continuous video of me doing it with you. That way we can get through it a little bit quicker. So essentially I'll go through the exercise, just hit pause on the video, run through it on your own, and then hit play to move on. Essentially each workout is designed to be anywhere from like 30 to 40 minutes-ish. The more you get used to it and learn it a little bit, the quicker you'll be able to move through it. Alright, let's get going here. So, your first exercise is going to be a squat. I want you to use your weights. If you have multiple sets of weights, I want you to use a little bit heavier set of weights for your legs. For each exercise, I'll kind of give you a range. Easy weights, medium weights, or heavy weights. And you can kind of pick and choose from there what feels good. So grab a heavier set of weights for me. And we're going to do squats. So what I would prefer you do is get to where you have a chair or a bench, a couch, something you can kind of stand in front of, because I want you to have a guide for these. Holding those weights at your side, I want you to inhale, reach those hips back. I don't want you to sit down for me. I just want you to tap that bench, that chair, stand right back up. So keeping the weight in your heels, not your toes. Wiggle your toes for me. Sit back in those hips. Squeeze those glutes to come up tall. Inhale down and exhale up. All right, give me 12 to 15 squats just like that. Hit pause and then come back and we'll move on. All right, next exercise. Switch out for medium weights, and we're going to do a set of hammer curls. So tall posture, shoulders are relaxed. Don't be like a turtle, don't lose your neck. Tall posture. Palms are going to be facing each other. We're going to curl one hand up and then the other. So we're going to alternate hammer curls. And again, palms are going to stay facing each other. Elbows are going to stay close to our sides. So notice my arms aren't like swinging back and forth. They're not opening out. We're keeping everything tall and controlled. All right, give me 12 to 15 curls on each side, alternating. Go ahead and hit pause. Knock out those 12 to 15 reps, and then come back, and we'll move on to your third exercise. All right, I'm going to have you just hold one single weight. It can be one medium weight or one heavier weight. I'll let you kind of decide and choose. I'm going to have you standing. I'm going to sit just so I fit in the camera frame a little bit better. But standing or sitting up nice and tall. We're going to put that weight straight up to the ceiling. And I want you to kind of hug your upper arms to your ears. So no kind of chicken wings out to the side. Keep everything tall and tight like you're going to squeeze your temples. I want you to inhale, bend your elbows so you're taking that weight behind your head. And then exhale, lift it straight back up to the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale lift. So again, when you're doing this, no chicken wings as you lower it. Keep it in close and lift. So we really target those triceps. If that's too much tension for your shoulders, instead of keeping that weight straight to the ceiling, bring it slightly in front of you a bit, but same exercise. We're just taking a little bit of that angle out of your shoulder. All right, 12 to 15 tricep overhead extensions. Hit pause, and then come back, and we'll move on. All right, Kathy. We're going to bring it down to the floor for this next exercise. Have two of your medium weights with you. And actually, I do need to kind of switch my camera angle a bit here. Okay, so down on the floor, I'm going to have you on your back, a nice neutral spine for me. So that back's going to be nice and flat on the floor. Elbows are going to be by your side at your rib cage with your palms facing each other. Keeping your spine relaxed, your hips down. I want you to exhale, press straight up to the ceiling, and inhale down to your side. Exhale up, inhale down, keeping that back flat, palms facing each other, nice and slow. Give me 12 to 15 median chest press. Hit pause and then come back. All right. Grabbing just one medium to heavy weight for me. We're going to do a bent over row. So you can do this one of two ways. You can bend over and kind of brace yourself on your knee. So again, you're kind of leaning forward from your hips. Or what I prefer is to brace on like a chair or a bench or something. But essentially, one hand's going to brace, the other hand's going to hold the weight. Keep your back really flat. Notice how my back's not humped or arched. It's nice and flat, so my core's engaged. We're going to exhale, row that elbow straight up. Inhale, coming straight down. Repeat that for me. Rowing up and down. So as you row up, we're really pulling the shoulder blade down our back. We're not shrugging our shoulder up. We're opening that chest. Inhale down. Give me 12 to 15 on each arm. Hit pause, and then we'll move on. All right, Kathy, we're going to get rid of those weights. We're going to come back down to the floor, and we're going to do a crunch. So again, laying down flat on your back, a nice neutral spine, hands behind your head. We're just crunching up into those legs, and then rolling down to the floor. Exhale, crunching up. Inhale, coming down. So you can do your crunches a couple different ways. You can do them with your hands behind your head or across your chest. I prefer hands behind your head so you're kind of supporting the weight of your head. The only thing I want you to be careful of is that as you crunch up, you're not pulling with your hands, you're not cranking on your head. The only thing they're doing is just supporting. So think about if I was laying down. I'm flat, tuck that chin to my chest, pull that rib cage into my belly button, into my spine, and then roll right back down. So again, you'll be laying flat on your back, crunching up, rolling down. Give me 12 to 15 crunches there on the floor. Hit pause, and then come on back. All right, we're going to go back to a little bit of leg work. 2 heavier weights, holding one in each hand at your side. We're going to do a rear lunge. So tall posture to start with. We're going to step back with our right leg. So notice how my leg is straight and long. And I'm not shifting my weight back into it. I'm keeping my body centered over my front leg, this left leg. Wiggle your front toes for me. So your weight's in your heel. Press through your heel and stand up tall. So an inhale. We're going to stretch back long. We're going to kind of lean forward into this front leg. Look how my back leg and my back are in one nice straight long line. I'm not upright. I'm in a nice flat line, standing up tall. Keep that going. We're going to do 15 on each leg. So long step back, floating into this front leg. Notice how everything's in a straight line from my hip, my knee, through my foot. Same thing on this other leg. And stand up, super tall. 12 to 15 on each side, and then we'll move on to your next exercise. All right, switch those 2 heavier weights out for 2 medium weights. We're going to do a set of bicep curls. So this time I want you to start with your palms facing out away from your body. Still keep those elbows glued at your side. We're going to curl up and roll down. Exhale up, inhale down. Keep that going for me. So again, tall posture. We're not swinging through the weights. We're keeping it slow and controlled. 12 to 15 bicep curls for me. All right, hit pause, knock those out, and then we'll move on. All right, Kathy, we're going to move back into a similar position as what we just did with our bent over row. So again, you can brace on your knee, or you can brace on a chair or a bench. I prefer the chair or the bench. We're going to row up, so our elbow is glued at our rib cage. From here, this is our starting position. We're going to kick that weight backwards, and then curl it forwards. Kicking up and back, and curling forward. So we're really targeting this tricep, the back of our arm. Kicking back, dropping down. Keep that going. Exhale up, inhale down. Again, notice my hand's not kicking up and swinging. My upper arm is staying glued to my side. Give me 12 to 15 on the right, and then 12 to 15 on the left, and then we'll move on. All right, we're going to come back down to the floor for me. We're going to be on our backs again with our palms facing out and away from our body. So on the floor, again, where the first set our palms were facing each other, this time they're turned away. We're going to inhale, lower those elbows straight out to the side, almost like we're making a field goal post, and then we're going to exhale, press up and together. Inhale down, exhale up, really pressing through that chest. Give me 12 to 15 reps right here, this horizontal chest press. All right. Once you do those 12 to 15 chest press, go ahead and come up tall for me one more time. And again, we're going to get rid of one weight, we're going to keep the other, and we're going to go back to bending over our knee or our chair. We're going to go back to that row. But this time, I want that hand turned towards your leg. So where before it was turned in towards our midline, we're going to turn that hand so it's facing our knee. We're going to row up and straight back down. So from the front, it's going to look like this. Rowing up and out, opening that chest, straight down. Good. Again, notice again how when I row up, I'm not opening, I'm not shrugging with my shoulder. This is all stable. It's just that elbow lifting and coming down. And again, my back staying nice and flat. All right, 12 to 15 horizontal rows on your right side and then your left, and then we'll move on to your next exercise. All right, we're gonna come back to the floor here. We are gonna start with a little bit of tummy work here. So hands are gonna be at your side. I want you to float your legs into tabletop. So your knees are right over your hips. They're not pulled into your chest, but right over your hips. I want you to inhale, tap your right toe down to the floor. Exhale, lift up. Alternate sides for me. Notice I'm moving from my hips and not my knees. By moving from our hips, it makes our low tummy muscles kick in. So really push your hands down into the floor. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Inhale as you tap. Exhale as you lift. Give me 12 to 15 toe taps on each side. So it's going to be 24 to 30 total. All right, hit pause. Knock those out. All right, we're going to stay on this floor for the next exercise. Our hands are going to stay at our side. This time, though, our legs are going straight up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale and lower one leg. Exhale, lift. We're going to alternate sides here. The key to this is to not lower that leg more than what you can control. So if this is as far as you can lower that leg without your back arching up and down, that's okay. You don't have to go to the floor. I want you to work to where you can control that leg lift and keep that spine nice and neutral on the floor. All right, hit pause. Give me 12 to 15 leg lifts per side, and then we'll move on to your last exercise. All right, coming on up for your last exercise, we are going to do a plank. You can do these on the floor, but I would prefer if you did them on a chair, a bench, on the couch, something a little bit raised up off the ground. So wherever you're going to do them, put your forearms, walk those legs back so you're in a nice flat line, and I just want you to hold and count to 30 nice and slow. So again, we're not hiked up, we're not really dipping down, we're in a nice flat line. We're keeping our core lifted. Think about pulling your rib cage up into your spine. Keep your chest open. And again, just hold just like that, counting to 30 nice and slow. All right, when you get done with that, you are done with the first round. What I want you to do is go ahead and circle back to the top and run through it all one more time. So you'll run through all the exercises for 12 to 15 reps, and then you'll run through it a second time. All right, have a great afternoon. Great first workout.